This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, so in last class we have used both. We have used request param as well as at the rate model attribute. So guys, talking about at the rate request param, it will fetch the data one by one. Yes, it will take it will fetch the attribute or data one by one. But coming about at the rate model attribute, it will it will fetch the entire object. Yeah, it will fetch the data in the form of object. So in this case auto binding will happen, guys. In this case auto binding will happen. So in case of at the rate model attribute, since it is going to return some object, so we have to create a model class. We have to create, guys, model class. In last class, if you remember, we have created a model class as well. So let me open my project. Let us open our project first. So home controller it was, I guess. No, not home controller, it was sign up controller. Next we had a class, yeah, we had user class, and next we had something as src. Inside src we had sign up and success. Yeah, these many things, guys, we created in last class. Yes, so in the sign up dot controller, guys, if you remember, we have used, yeah, we have used something as, yeah, we have used something as at the rate model attribute. So basically if I use at the rate request param, then one by one data we can fetch the data based on key. Yes, one by one we can fetch the data based on key. But whenever we are going to talk about model object, it will return the object itself. Yes, it will return object itself, and here all the key will be present. But how to do that? So whenever we will go for model attribute, we have to create a model class. If you are going for request param, guys, then no need to create a model class. But whenever we are going to make use of at the rate model attribute annotation, then in that case we have to create a model class. So if you remember, guys, we have created a model class. So the name of model class was nothing but user. Name of model class, guys, it was nothing but user. So in this user class you have to give same field whatever you have assigned in your view. Yes, in this model class, guys, you have to give same field that you have assigned in the view. So guys, if you remember, what are the views we had in sign up? So first, yeah, just a second, let me erase this. Yeah, so first, if you can see, guys, we had a user name. Yes, first we had something as first where it is. Yeah, first we had something as username. So this form field and this class name attribute should be same. Then only auto binding will happen. And how we can perform auto binding? With the help of annotation at the rate model attribute. So all the field name, guys, it should be same. If you are going to give different, then data won't be stored and auto binding is not going to happen. We will see that. Yeah, even guys will see now. So your view name, this like you will create a view. So this name of the particular field attribute should be same as of your model attributes. Model attribute, or you can say property of the model. So that's what we, and then we have used here at the rate model attribute. So automatically, guys, binding will happen. Automatically from view to your model class binding will happen because we are using here annotation. So automatically compiler will search whether do we have a user class or not. In the user class, do we have the same attribute, whatever we have specified in the view. So if it matches, then binding will happen, guys. And then you can see we are fetching the thing. Yeah, we are printing the things. So how we are printing? We are saying model dot add attribute u. What is u? It is a key. With the help of this key, we can print the data in the view, guys. Now, since this user name and email is present, it will be stored in this user class. So from here we are fetching. Yes. So these all data you can see here, guys. One second. Yeah. You can see here guys, user dot get username. What is user? It is nothing but you can say object reference of model object class, that is user. So we will say user dot get class. So guys, here what will happen in the sense, the time you will use @model attribute, the view and your model will be binded. The view and model will be binded. But here key, like here key field and here attribute name should be same. Then only binding will happen. If it is different, then compiler will throw an error in the sense you will data won't be stored. Data won't be stored. And then with the help of this user, we are fetching from this model class one by one and we are sending it to view. So these things by guys we covered in last class. So let us re-execute, let us execute this project and we will see what output we are getting. But since yeah, in last class we got some output guys, so we should get here same output. So let us execute this project and we will see whether we are getting same output or not, and even you people are getting same output or you are getting some different output. Then only we can proceed with the next concept. Let us wait for a few seconds. So basically this @model attribute guys, basically here auto binding will happen, but you have to define their model class. And how auto binding will happen? From your view to your model class, and the key should be same. Yeah, field and name and whatever property you are going to define in the class, it should be same guys. Now let us have a look. Let us execute. We will see. Okay, so here we have to fire contact. How this open contact will open automatically, even we will see that, no need to worry guys. So let's say these are the data I'm going to give. I'll click on sign up, so it will go to success page and it is going to give you some output. It will print the result. So just wait. Yeah, you can see guys, you are getting some output here. Yes, whatever you have specified, you are getting some output. Now what I'll do guys, I'll change the name. I'll change the name. So you can see in view, what name we have? We have something as username. We have something as username. In this user class, what I'll do guys, I'll change it to user names. Let us assume I'll change it to user names, and well, I'll change this getters and setters. Okay, let me change this also. Now you can see the binding will not happen automatically. Now this binding is not going to happen guys. So for this name field, we will get null value. Yes, let us execute. We will see what's happening, what's not happening. So again, we will rerun the application. Again, we will go back, we'll refresh it. So if you want to check whether your project has been refreshed or not, you can see in the console, guys. Yes, you can see in the console. So just wait for a few seconds. Let us wait for a few seconds. Again, I'll refresh it off. Okay, let us try to enter the data now. So let me pass some dinga@gmail.com, sign up. So guys, you can see username, 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 username. So our project has not been refreshed. Our project has not been refreshed. So let me rerun the application. Yeah, and here let us override the toString method as well. So source toString method. Yes, let us rerun the application and we'll see if I'm going to, if we have different names, then what will happen in the view and in the model. Run as, run on server. Next, finish. We'll wait for a few seconds. All of you see guys here, later I'll give sufficient time to execute. Since you have already executed guys, no doubt at all. This we completed in last class, but I want to demonstrate if the key, field key, and if the property of a class is different, then what will happen. Now let me file here contact. Now let me pass all the field. I'll click on sign up. Okay, something it is with us. One second, guys. What's happening here? Usernames. Okay, so let me change it to something as ABC. Yes, and I'll generate this thing. Okay, here as well we have to change it. Okay, that's okay. Here also we have to change, right? We are changing, you have to change each and everywhere, right? Fine, let us see. I'll give ABC. For this I'll generate getters and setters. Select all, click on OK, and I'll generate getters and setters as, sorry, to a string method as well. And here I can say user dot get. We'll wait for a few seconds. Yeah, so user dot get ABC. Yeah, I'm going to print here. Now let us rerun it. Yeah, let us refresh, guys. So I'll give a statement here. If you want to check whether your project has been refreshed or not, so let me give a statement. Okay, in contact I'll give, not here. In contact I'll give project refreshed. Yeah, spelling, just ignore the spelling mistakes, guys. It's just there. Yeah, fine. We will open this console now, and we will, okay, even we will minimize this. Yeah. Now let us go back, refresh it off. I'll refresh. So it will take some time. It's taking some time. Yes, you can see, guys, here we are getting project refreshed. Once again, if I'll refresh, again you will get. Yeah. So if you want to do that, you can check in the console. Now let me pass some other name, mail ID, and I'll click on sign up. So guys, you can see this time, since the form and class attribute is not matching, we are getting value as null. We are getting, guys, as null. Again, in this view, you can say this username is. This data has not been printed. So that's what I said. Whenever you are going to create a model, the name should be same as of your view. Yeah. So here I should give what, guys? Here I should give user. Here I should give user name. Yeah. Again, I need to do some changes. We'll do it fast, guys, quick, because I wanted to explain the importance, like why you should keep the thing same. Otherwise, you will not get the output. So we'll go to source. Okay. Let me select this first. Let me select this. Getters and setters. Okay. Source and then to a string method. Yeah, that's it, guys. Now even we will change the argument here. We'll say get dot user dot user dot get name. Yeah, we have to write here user dot get name here, username, get username. Yeah, now if I'll refresh it, okay, hold on, no error. Now again, guys, I'll refresh this project and we will see since the username is same, since the field and this attribute is same, then auto binding will happen. So let us open the console as well, yeah, so that we can see the clear output. Yes, let it be. Just I'll go back, I'll click on refresh. Let us wait for a few seconds, guys. Yeah, you can see your project has been refreshed. Project refreshed. And I'll pass some data now. So if it is same, you can see it will be printed in your console and same thing will be printed in your this particular thing. So that's what, guys, your field name should be same, then only auto binding is going to happen. If it is different, then you will get null value or compiler is going to assign null value. So these things we discussed in last class itself, and even, guys, we saw what is the another use of annotation at the rate model attribute. Yes, even we saw that, guys. So whenever we want to print same thing to the multiple page, yeah, whenever I need a specific code to the multiple page, then what we can do, we can declare a method. Inside that we will declare the code whatever we want, and we will use a annotation that is at the rate model attribute. So wherever we need, it will be auto binded automatically. You can see the magic, guys. Nothing you have to do. If you will go for your servlet, then one by one you have to say user dot get parameter, you have to store, and many things you have to do, right? But here you can see the magic of Spring MVC. Just one line of code, guys. Just one line of code. Yeah, and everything will be done. If you don't want this also, you can remove. If you don't want this also, guys, you can remove. So in the view, in the success page, what you can do, simply you can print, yeah, simply, guys, you can print one thing here. You can okay, simply you can print what, you can make use of h1 tag. So here auto binding will happen, guys. User no need to take tension being a programmer. So this symbol you will give JTL you have to use, and then you have to specify the variable name. You have to specify, guys, variable name. Just wait for 1 second. Yeah, so if you are getting some error, just a second. Yeah, you can see, guys, there's no error at all. So automatically, now let us refresh the project again and we will see. Yeah, let us refresh the project, guys, and we will see whether it is going to work or not. So again, I'll open the console, guys. Yeah, again, I'm going to open the console. Okay. Yeah, and I'll refresh the project first. I'll refresh the project first. So here I should get project refreshed in the console. Yes, it has been refreshed now. Then I'll fill the details. Okay, let's say I'll click on sign up. It is taking some time, but you can see in console everything has been printed. Yeah, you can see, guys. No need to make use of here. Yeah, if you are going to make use of, guys, yeah, if you are going to make use of at the rate, you are going to make use of at the rate model attribute, then no need to use this as well to transfer the data. Automatically, guys, what is happening in success.jsp, in the sense toString method has been called. Yes, automatically you can see, guys, here toString method has been called. You can see username toString method has been called and everything has been printed. This is nothing but a magic of at the rate model attribute. If you are going to use at the rate request, for many things you have to do. Yeah, you have to set the value, you have to get the value, you have to make use of model attribute to pass the value. But if you are going to use like this, no need to perform these things. Yeah, no need to write, set and get. Automatically it will happen, guys. Yeah, just see once again I refresh the project, and you can see here also you are getting toString method overrided, so you are getting the output here as well. toString method has been called, you are getting the output. Yes, so once again we'll refresh and we'll see this. So refresh. So in console you should get project refreshed. Yeah, until that we have to wait. Then I'll give some mail ID here. Let's say raj@jspiders.com, sign up. So same data will be printed on the console as well as on the view. Yes, so these things guys we discussed in the last class, but I thought to just do revision so that you will get a clear picture. Yeah. So guys, all of you take down subheading as @model attribute and please copy down few more points. Yes guys, please copy down few more points and if you have any doubt up to here, please ask. Otherwise, we will configure our MVC with database. Otherwise, we will configure guys Spring MVC with database with the help of Hibernate ORM. Yes, up to here guys, if you have any doubt, please ask. You should get the output, whatever output I'm getting perfectly. You should get one sign up page, one success page. Yeah, then only we can do the project successfully. Yes guys. So all of you do it up to here, go through, copy down the points. If you have any doubt guys, please ask. Otherwise, we will proceed. Yes guys, if you have doubt, please ask. Don't hesitate. Okay guys, fine then. Sorry for the disturbance. Regarding the placements, your HR called me, yeah? And fine guys, let us proceed now. So any doubt up to here guys? Everything is clear? Yeah, if you are executing this program, you are getting the exact output. Yes, yes guys, if you are executing this program, are you getting the output? All of you?
Yes,
Yes or no? Okay, fine. Then let us proceed now. So now guys, if I'll execute this, so currently I'm getting the output in the console as well as I'm getting the output in the success page. Now I want to store same output. Yeah. Now I want to store the data. I want to store the data in the database. I want to store guys the data whatever I'm entering in the form. Same data I want to store in the database. Whatever we are getting in console or in view, same data guys I want to store in database. So you can do in two different ways. Yes, you can do in two different ways. Either you can go for Spring JDBC or you can go for Spring Hibernate. Yes, you can go for Spring JDBC guys, or you can go for Spring Hibernate. So you want me to use Spring JDBC or Spring Hibernate guys? Yes guys, you want me to use Spring JDBC or Spring Hibernate? Yes, this data should be inserted in the database. Spring Hibernate guys, yeah, this data should be inserted in the database. Fine, then we will go for Spring Hibernate itself. Yes, we'll go for Spring Hibernate. So guys, here we have to design few layers. Yes, whenever we are going to design, whenever we are going to do any real-time project, guys, we should have few layers. So I said you, we should have DAO layers, we should have service layer, and we should have some database layer or controller layer. We should have guys minimum 3 layers. So here we will design few more layers. Here guys, we will design few more layers. We can do normally, but it won't be good guys. We have to follow some company standard. We have to follow again some design pattern, right? So if you remember in case of Hibernate, we have followed some design pattern, DAO class and all. Yes, same thing we will follow and we will store the data in the database. So we will create 2 layers guys. We will create a service layer and we will create a database layer. Already we have something as contact controller or we have something as contact layer. So let us proceed and yeah, let us proceed guys. So we have to design few more layers. So just see this diagram now. Just see this diagram guys. So currently what and all we have. So we are going to integrate your Spring MVC with ORM. Yes, we will integrate your Spring MVC with ORM. So what are the layers we have already? Among these things, what and all we have now?
contact controller and users.
Yeah, we have contact controller we have, and next we have something as user. Not this user, we don't have user now, we have user. Yes, we have contact controller and user, and obviously we have a database. Yeah, obviously guys, we have a database. So now we will make use of Spring ORM. Yes, I sure it's very easy, don't worry. So we'll make use of Spring ORM to store the data. Yes, so we have to design few layers. Yes, we have to design few layers now. So we'll proceed and we will complete this. Before that guys, I want you to copy down this diagram so that we will follow and we will complete the program. Yes guys, so all of you copy down this diagram now. Instead of this user DAO, it can be anything. It can be student DAO, it can be employee DAO, whatever. But this layer will be same, guys. This controller, service layer, and database will be generic. But this can be anything. Yeah. So, guys, all of you copy down this diagram fast. Then we will proceed. done, I hope. Yeah, so we will proceed. Yes, we will proceed, guys. So to do these things, what I'll do, okay, let us proceed. I hope you copied the diagram. We'll open the Eclipse, and so already we have MVC controller. So already we have a controller package, guys. I'm not going to do anything. Yes, I'm not going to do anything, guys. I'll create one more package. Yeah, I'll create, guys, one more package. I'll hit Control N, and I'll create a class. So guys, for user DAO, if you want, you can go for interface. But again, if I'll go for interface, we have to create one more thing that we will see later once we'll go for any project. Yeah, so let's say I'm going to give a package name as com.mvc dot, yeah, com.mvc dot, let's say DAO or user DAO. Yeah, com.mvc.user DAO, and here as well I'll give user DAO itself. Here as well I'm going to give here user DAO. Yes, and give here user DAO itself. So fine, let us proceed now. I'll click on finish. I'll click on finish. So guys, we are starting from the last. Remember that we are starting from the last here. So we had a user already. We had a user. Now we are doing user DAO. That is, we are going to create a database there. Yes, we are creating one user DAO. We are creating database. So this is done. Now we'll go for this guys. So in user DAO, basically we have to perform, we have to define few methods. Yeah, in user DAO, guys, basically we have to define few methods. With the help of that method, we can store the data, we can update the data, we can delete the data, guys. Yeah, these things we discussed already in case of Hibernate ORM. So fine, Spring ORM basically. So in user DAO, what I'll say, guys, I'll create a method. I'll create a method which will take the data, which will save the data. Yeah, I'll create a method, guys, which will save the data, whatever we are going to enter in the form to database. So I'll say public, I'll say, guys, public int save, public int save user, and I'll pass here user because I need to store the data of whom? User, right? So I'll pass here user and user. Now this user is present in some other package, so we will import it. Just see here, guys, later you can do it, and this method will return something. So for time being, I'll say return 0. Yeah, for time being, guys, I'm going to say return 0. Now if I want to save, guys, if I want to, let's say I want to save some data with the help of Hibernate. If I want to save the data, guys, with the help of Spring Hibernate, then I need what? I need Hibernate template. I need what, guys? I need Hibernate template, because in that template itself, all the methods are present. With the help of that method, we can save it. Yes, so I'll say public. I'll say, guys, public Hibernate, not public. Let us say private, guys, because we have to encapsulate everything. So we will declare this as a private. So I'll say private, and let's say Hibernate template. Hibernate. Why I'm not getting? Why I'm not getting Hibernate template? Okay. Okay. So guys, we are not getting Hibernate template. The reason, because we don't jar file. Yes, if you remember, guys, for the current project, we have added the dependency or jar file only for Spring MVC. We have added, guys, dependency or jar file only for Spring MVC. So let us open form.xml, and we don't have jar file, we don't have dependency. That is the reason we are not able to access the property of Hibernate. So first we will add some dependency here, guys. First we will add some dependency. You can see here, guys, we have only few dependencies, that is Spring, Framework, Spring, only Spring MVC we have. So we need some dependency, guys. So we'll go to Google. If you want, you can copy from your current project as well. Yeah. Or if you have that dependency in some other project, you can just copy, guys. Copy and paste. So I guess I have this dependency in this particular project. So pom.xml I'll open and I'll copy paste all the dependency here. Yeah, from this I'll copy paste all the dependency. So what and all I need I need SQL connector because we have to deal with database. I need Hibernate because we are going to make use of Hibernate. Similarly, we need Spring ORM. So we have to copy paste, guys, three dependency: MySQL connector, Hibernate core, and then Spring ORM. So we'll copy and we'll paste in current. Yeah, we'll paste, guys, in current project form.xml. So I'll hit enter and I'll paste here. I'll hit enter and paste here, guys. So it will take some time to download all the dependency. Yeah, so you can see it's 41% completed. So we'll wait for a few seconds. Meanwhile, guys, you people do it fast. Yes. Meanwhile, you add the dependency from your old project and go to, or you can go to Maven repo, and from there you can fetch the dependency. So these three dependency, guys, you have to add. And remember, the version should be same. It should be 5.2.4 itself. If you are going to have different version, then you will get an error. So version should be same for Spring MVC, for Spring Hibernate, and for Spring ORM. Version should be same. So guys, all of you add the dependency fast in the current project. Yes, all of you add the dependency. Once you are done, let me know, guys. Yeah, once we have added the dependency, we will update the project. So right click, go to Maven, and then update project. So guys, all of you do up to here. Add the dependency. Once you are done, guys, ping me in chat box. Done? Very good. So fine, guys. Now we will close this pom.xml and we will go to user DAO. Yes, if our dependency has been added successfully, then we will get here Hibernate template. So I'll write private Hibernate template. Control space. This time I will get, guys. You can see it has been imported. So again, I'll assign some variable as well. I'll change it to a small h, and at last I'll give semicolon. Now with this Hibernate template, guys, what we can do, we can call save method. Yes, remember, guys, we have something as save method. So since this Hibernate template, guys, it is going to act as a member variable. So better, whenever you want to access member variable inside a method, use this keyword. So I'll say this dot Hibernate template dot, I'll call save method. I'll call save method. So here what I need to save, I need to save the object of user. So I'll pass here user. Yes, I need to save the object of user, guys. So I'll pass here user, and I'll store in some variable. So just hit control 1, you will get option assign statement to local variable. Yes, I don't want serializable, guys. Simply I'll go with integer type. So I'll say, oh god. Okay, guys, so now guys, yeah, fine. So same thing I did. I have created I'm using Hibernate template, and then inside this save user, I'm using this. Now I need to perform typecasting, guys. These things I'm not going to repeat again. We did in Hibernate ORM already. Yeah. So now we will return here ID. Let's say it is ID, guys. ID. So instead of returning 0, we will say return ID. Yes, now this Hibernate template is a private. So I'll generate getters and setters so that we can access outside the class. Okay. Yes, so this DAO class is done, guys. For time being, I can say my user DAO class is done. We have declared a method. This method is going to save the object of your, like save the object in your database. So guys, all of you complete this fast. Yes, we'll go step by step, guys. All of you complete it. Sudha, Spring Core and context, no need to add, because Spring Core and context, we will get it from MVC ORM itself. We will get it from Spring MVC. So just you have to add these two. Yeah, Spring ORM, Spring Hibernate, and connector. Spring MVC dependency will provide you Spring Core and Spring context by default. Guys, done all of you up to here? Okay. So guys, what is auto wiring? Yes, what is auto wiring and all? Do you remember what is auto wiring? Yes. If we are not going to use auto wiring, then what we
It
have to do?
enables you to inject the object dependency implicitly.
Yeah, automatically or implicitly. Very good. So now if we are not going to use annotation at the rate auto wired, then what we have to do, we have to inject it explicitly. Yes. So if you remember guys your Spring
Explicit.
JDBC, yeah. So if you remember the Spring JDBC, we have injected it explicitly. Yeah, even we learned how we can inject it implicitly, right? So where it is app.testjava, no, not this, not this. Just a second, guys. Like if we will not use auto wiring, then we have to perform, we have to create a bean and many more things we have to return. Yes, just a second. Where's that? Where's that? JSP, Spring JDBC, card operation, this only configuration. Yes. So guys, if we are not going to Yes, if we are not going to use auto wiring, then first we have to create a class configuration. Then we have to create the object and all. Yes, we have to create and return explicitly. But I don't want to create a configuration class. I don't want to perform this. So what I'll do, I'll make use of one annotation here. Yes, just before this Hibernate template, guys, I'll say at the rate auto wired. Yes, so no need to specify it. Automatically, it will be done implicitly. Yes, automatically it will be done implicitly. So I'll say auto wired. What is auto wired, guys? Annotation we have discussed in case of Spring JDBC. Yes, so this is auto wired is done. So now, guys, how many layers we have completed? We have user. Yes, we have something as user is done. Yes, this user thing is done. This user DAO is done. User DAO is done. But in user, guys, we have to mark the class as entity. We should have a primary key and many more things. So first we will complete that, guys. So we will open Eclipse. We will open our user class and we will mark. Yes, we will mark where is the user class. Yes. So first we'll make use of annotation that is at the rate entity, guys, which will tell, yeah, which is going to tell the Hibernate framework to create a table by this name. If you want, you can change the table name as well. I taught you by using at the rate table annotation, right? That is that we learned. Now I want a primary key. Yes, guys, I want a primary key, but I don't want these primary keys. Yeah, I want a primary key, but I don't want username, user, email, and password as primary key. So what I'll do, I'll declare here. I will declare, guys, one more field. Yes, I will declare here one more field. For time being, I'll say private. Yeah, I'll say, guys, private, and then I'll say int ID. So for each user, we will assign some ID, guys. Yeah, we will assign some ID in the database so that we can fetch the unique username, user password uniquely. Yes, because we didn't specify anywhere any primary key till now. So what I'll do, I'll declare private int ID and I'll make use of annotation ID. I'll make use of annotation, guys, ID. Now, so guys, in form page, yeah, if you remember, guys, in form page, we are not inserting any ID. Yes, if you can remember, guys, in form page, we are not inserting any ID. Yes, just we are inserting username, email address, and password. Now, I want that this ID should be injected automatically. Yes, I want auto generated ID. So what to do, guys? Yeah, I want this ID to be auto incremented.
At
So
the
what to
rate
do?
auto wire.
Yeah, very
At the
good. We
rate
have,
generate value.
yes, good. We have to say at the rate generated value. And here, if you remember, guys, we have to specify strategy. Yeah, we have to specify some strategy equals to, and I'll say generation type dot auto. Generation type dot auto. So here automatically Spring container, or let's say Hibernate, is going to generate one ID for each username. Yes. So guys, all of you complete this fast. Now our DAO class, yes, and this user DAO is ready. All of you complete, guys, so that we can proceed with other layers now.
Sir, do we have to generate getters and setters for ID?
Not required, because we are not going to inject. If you want, that is optional. If you want, you can do it. Otherwise, not required here. Because we are not going to fetch an auth. So better, if you want optional, you can do it. But it's not required here. Even constructor is not required here. Yeah. Yes, so user class is done, controller is done. Next, user DAO is done, guys. Next, we have to create what, guys? We have to create one layer. Yeah, we have to create one layer, guys. What layer we have to create? Service layer. Yes, we have to create, guys, what? Service layer now. So we will go and we will create a service layer. Yeah, so basically service layer will be nothing but, again, it is a class. Yes, again it is nothing but it is a class. So you can create service layer wherever you want. So I'll create in DAO itself. Yeah, so it is nothing but it's a class. So I'll say class next, and I'll give a class name as user service. User service, and I'll click on next and finish. User service. Now, guys, this user service. Now, this user service will contact which class, guys? Yes, this user service is going to contact which class?
Controller.
No. Controller will contact service layer, service class. Service layer will contact
User,
which class?
user DAO.
Yes, user DAO. So if you want to declare, guys, this class as service layer, if you want to declare this class as service layer, so we have one annotation, that is @service. Yes, if you want to declare a class as a configuration class, you will say @config. But if you want to declare the class as service layer, you will say @service. And the service user, this user service will make use of this user service, guys. It is going to make use of user DAO class. Yes, but before that, even, okay, so let's say, yeah, it will make use of which class, guys? DAO class. So here we will declare a DAO class. So we will say here private. So the DAO class name is private user DAO, right? So user DAO, private user DAO, and we will declare a variable here again, user DAO, user DAO. Yes. So now even I want that Spring IOC container should create the object implicitly. So I'll say @auto-wired. I'll say, guys, this particular class will be auto-wired with user DAO. So I'll say @auto-wired and private user DAO. Now this service class, guys, it is going to make use of user service. Sorry, this user service, I said ulta. This user service will make use of user DAO. This user service, guys, will make use of user DAO. Now in user DAO, what we are doing, guys? Yes, in user DAO, what we are doing? We are inserting a record. Yes, basically we are saving the data. Yes, basically we can say, guys, we are saving the data. So this method we have to call here. Yes, because we will save the data with the help of user service. Yeah, so all the layers are connected, guys. So here again I'll declare a method. I'll say public int create create user, and here I'll pass user user. I'll pass, guys, user. Yeah. Okay, so user u will be in uppercase. We have to import from package some other package because user is present in some other package, guys. In model package we'll import it. Now this user will create a user, but it will call which method? Yes, now if this particular user service, so guys, again I am repeating once again so that you should not have any confusion. This user service is going to make use of user DAO, is going to make use of user DAO. Now what this user DAO is doing, user DAO is nothing but it is saving an object. It is saving an object. So now user DAO will not save the object. Indirectly, this user service will save the object. So whatever method we have declared in user DAO, we will call in user service. We will call in user service. So that method, that thing I'll keep in create user. That thing, guys, I'm going to create in create user. So what I need to do here, guys, if you want to call that create thing, okay, you want to create, then what we have to do in the sense, what we have to do in the sense, we have to call the method. So I'll say this dot user DAO. Now user DAO class contains one method. So the name of method is save user. We will call this method here. We will say user DAO dot save user, and we'll pass the object of user here. We'll pass the object of user. Now we have to return something. So I'll return this particular. I will return, guys, this particular. So guys, one by one we are forming the layers. So first we had user. So that user layer is like user layer will be contacted by user DAO. Similarly, user DAO will be contacted by your user service. Yes. So guys, complete this class. If you have any doubt, please ask, guys. Please ask if you have any doubt. Yeah, one by one we are building the layers. So all the layers are almost done now. Yes. So go through, guys. If you have, first complete this program. If you have doubt, please ask.
So you said user DAO is dependent on service layer. So
Mm-hmm.
user DAO is not saving the object. The service layer, you mean the user service.java where we have used the create user as method. It is saving the user details.
Yes, we will call this now in controller. One by one layer we have. So this user is nothing but it is just a bean, right? If we'll talk with respect to your Spring, it is just a bean. So now we have a DAO class. We have a DAO class. In this, we have, if you want to save the user, if you want to create the user, if you want to update the user, that is done by your DAO class. So this is just a bean. This is just a bean. If you want to create a bean, if you want to save the bean, if you want to delete a bean, if you want to fetch something from the bean, you will make use of user DAO. Now you can make use of user DAO directly. Yes, but we should have different layers. At starting only I said Now, what we will do, we will make use of user service. We will make use of user service. This user service is going to contact your user DAO. And this user service will be contacted by your controller. So like this, we have to form some layers. Clear for you now, Aishwarya?
Yes,
You
sir.
can do it. No need for this. If you don't want, no need to go for service, user service. That is optional. But since we have to follow some company standard, we have to design some layers.
Okay, from like from right to left, you are creating the layer user DAO service layer, then the controller.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Good, good. Learn the things properly, guys. If you have any doubt, you can ask multiple times. Okay, guys, once you are done with this user service, let me know. Sorry, yeah, user service itself, let me know. Okay, Chetan done. Aishwarya done now. Shall we proceed? Okay. So guys, now who is going to contact this user service? Yes, who will contact? According to this diagram, guys, who is going to contact service layer now?
Controller,
User DAO.
user DO.
No. See here. Don't be confused, guys. See, this
Service
user.
layer.
See, we have something as user. So user DAO is going to contact user. Yes. Similarly,
Service layer.
service
Oh,
layer is going. Yeah, service layer is going to contact user DAO. Now, who will contact this service layer?
controller.
Controller. Yes. So that service layer will be contacted by controller. That is the reason, guys, for if before starting any concept, I'll give a diagram flow so that you should get. Yeah. So now we have to, now that controller is going to contact service layer. So how to do that? Nothing great, guys. We will go to sign up controller. Yes, we will go to sign up controller, guys, and we will declare a reference variable. Yes, we will declare here reference variable. So here we will say user service. Yeah, so even I want this as a private itself. So private, okay, private user service. Where is that user service? Okay, user service. And I'll store in some variable that is user service. Private user service. Now I want that object should be created. It should be linked automatically. Yeah, it should be linked automatically. So again, I'll say here auto wired. Again, guys, I'll say here auto wired. And this, all the layers has been formed completely, guys. All the layers are done. All the layers are done. So guys, once again, I'll explain the things. First, we have something as user. So this user will come in between this user DAO and database. Will come in between your user DAO and database. Now, user DAO is going to contact, you can say user DAO will contact your database as well as your user. Now, who is going to contact user DAO? So service layer. Who will contact service layer? Controller. Yeah, and finally, even this controller is going to, you can say, guys, service layer as well, and even this controller is going to contact your view. Yes, even this controller is going, or you can say this view will be contacted by your controller. Better guys, better. Let us create a flow. So user DAO will contact user as well as your database. Done, no doubt at all. Next, the service layer is going to contact your user DAO. This controller is going to contact your service layer. But what we are doing here, actually, we are taking the data. We are taking the data from view and we have to store. So this controller will be communicated. So this view is going to communicate this controller because we have to send the data from view to controller. So now this view will contact the controller. Like this flow is going to happen. So view will contact whom guys? View is going to contact the controller. Yes, view will contact the controller. Controller will contact your service layer. Service layer will contact your user DAO. User DAO will contact your database. And as well as in between, we will have something as user. Now clear with the flow, guys? Yes. Is it clear, guys? Any doubt? Any small doubt?
No, sir.
Fine then. So all the layers are done now. All the layers are done. Now we have to do configuration for the Hibernate template. Yes. One more thing, guys. One more thing we have to do. We have to do configuration for your Hibernate template. Yes. So let us go back to your Eclipse and we have to do the configuration. We have to do, guys, configuration. So at least, guys, you have to study this twice. Then only you will get. Spring is like this only, guys. Yeah. So all the layers are done. Everything should work perfectly. Now we have to do the configuration. So we will go back to your src, then main, we will have web apps, webinf. Inside webinf, guys, if you can see, we have something as spring-servlet.xml. So now here we have to do the configuration. Here we have to do the configuration, guys. So let us do it now. Yeah, let us do it. So we will, yes. So again, guys, complete Ramayana Mahabharata. We have to repeat whatever we did in ORM. That is Spring Hibernate. Yes. So complete Ramayana Mahabharata, guys, we have to repeat. No doubt at all. So I don't want that complete Ramayana Mahabharata. If you remember, guys, if you remember in case of your Hibernate, in case of your, let me open the diagram, guys, better. Let me open the diagram. With the help of that, I can explain you. In case of Spring, okay, Spring, okay, some other nodes, guys, just a second. So in case of, guys, Spring ORM, that is Spring Hibernate, I gave a hierarchy, right? Yes, user DAO will contact whom and so on. So even we have to
Hibernate template.
Hibernate template. Now Hibernate template, what Hibernate template needs?
Session factory. Session factory needs local session factory.
Yes. Then
Local session factory need data source.
yes. Now since data source is the interface, we cannot create object. So we have to go for implementation class. Yes, we have to go for implementation class. Now guys, look this diagram. Same flow we have to do in case of now your configuration. We will have DAO. Next we will have Hibernate template. It now Hibernate template needs session factory, but it is an interface. We cannot create object. We'll make use of local session factory. Now this local session factory need first thing data source. First thing data source. Next Hibernate properties. Next annotated class. Yes. Now again for this data source we have to set driver class, URL, username, password. We have to set, guys, these things. So we will not do these things, guys. Already we have a configuration file of Spring ORM. Just we will do copy paste. Yes, we will do just copy paste, guys. So let us go back. Let us open our project, old project, whatever I had. let me open my old project, whatever I had. From there I will, from there guys, I will, okay. So study, next, new Spring workspace. So here I had something somewhere, Spring MVC I don't want, I need Spring JD which I don't want. Yeah, I need Spring test ORM. Okay, let's say I'll go for Spring test ORM project. Let me see, do we have configuration file? So src main Java, you can see guys, we have one configuration file. We have one configuration file. So I'll just open this. I'll just open this. Yeah, you can see guys, each and every configuration file we have neatly here. Yes, each and every configuration file we have neatly. So you can see first we have driver manager data source. So what is driver manager data source guys? This is JDBC. Oh, this is JDBC guys. Just a second, just a second. No, 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 no. No, that's correct. Yeah, you can see we have local session bean factory. Local session bean factory. Yes, local session bean factory. So what I'll do, simply I'll copy paste the complete configuration in our current project. So you can see first we have data source. Yes, so we have set it. So I'll go from down better so that you will get a clear picture guys. Yeah, so that you will get a clear picture. So first we have what? Hibernate template. Okay, remove this DAO thing. DAO thing I don't want now. Yeah, because DAO thing no need, because we are going to pass the data from view, right? So DAO is not required. So for DAO, data will be entered from view itself. So first guys, you can see we have Hibernate template, and Hibernate template needs session factory. So that factory is coming from where? This factory is coming from local session bean factory. Now this local session bean factory need data source. Yeah, so data source is coming from where? You can see we have data source here. It is coming from driver manager data source. Even this local session bean factory need data source. Yeah, but it need few more things, that is Hibernate properties. Next, annotated class. So what I'll do, I'll copy paste the complete file from here. From here till template, I'll just copy paste. Okay, I don't want, yeah, up to here guys. Yes, just you can see, guys. So first driver manager, this thing data source I'm copying, the local session bean factory, or let me come from down guys again. Yeah, let me come from down. Yes, so first we'll copy Hibernate template. Next, for Hibernate template we need what? We need something as local session bean factory. Local session bean factory require ds data source. Next, it needs annotated class, it needs Hibernate properties. So we have data source here. So we will copy paste this complete thing guys. We will copy paste this entire thing and we will paste in our current configuration. So I'll paste here. I'll paste here guys. Everything is done perfectly. Yeah, everything is done perfectly guys. Now here guys, we have to, yes, if you remember guys, we are going to insert, not insert, we are going to save the data. Yes, we are going to call save method. Yes guys, so we have to, even we need what? Transaction. Yes, we have to call what guys? Save method. So even what we need guys, we need a transaction. Yes or no? Yes, so basically we need a transaction as well. So even we will copy from my old project. So even this present transaction guys, if you can see, just present at the last. Yes, Hibernate transaction manager. Hibernate transaction manager, and this is session factory. So I'll copy this. I'll copy this. All of you look here guys, later you can do it. Once you will know the flow, you can do it. And I'll paste this at last. Yes, I'll paste this at last. Okay, where it is after Hibernate template. Let me decrease the font little. Yeah, after this Hibernate template. Yes, after this Hibernate template, guys. Now we have to change this class name. Previously we had student class, but now it is user class. So we'll go to user.dow. We will copy paste the qualified class name and we'll paste here. We will change this annotated class name. We will change this annotated class name. Yes, these things are done. Now guys, what we have to do, what we have to do in the sense, we have to enable the annotation, guys. Yes, even we have to enable the annotation. Yes or no, guys? We have to enable the annotation. So to enable the annotations, what we have to use? Yes, guys. To enable that annotations, what we have to use?
@transaction.
@transactional. So that is just to enable your particular method, right? But I need to enable your transaction. So if you remember, guys, we had something as tx colon annotation hyphen driven. Yes, we have used. So even I'll copy this. Even I'll copy this, guys. That is the reason I said revise and come. Yeah, revise and come your ORM. So we need this thing tx colon annotation hyphen driven. But guys, we will get an error. So what we have to do, we have to copy paste the schema as well. Yes, we have to copy paste the schema. So copy any schema and paste here tx, paste here tx event tx event tx. That part is done, we are getting some error. Oh, no error now. And even we have to copy paste the last two things, schema address or schema url. So we'll copy the last two lines, we will paste here, and wherever you can see something as okay util, I guess util, change it to tx. So do we have any util here? Here? Okay, here there is no util. So but in the next line you can see we have something as util. We have something as util, we will change it to tx. We have util here, we will change it to tx. Wherever you can see, guys, whenever you are going to copy, just change it. We don't want util at all, right? Because we are not dealing with collection. That's okay. Done. So just wait for a few seconds, guys. Your project will be updated. We should not get the error. Yeah, you can see now the error has been resolved. Now the error has been resolved. But guys, we have to do one more thing. What it is? Yeah, we have to do one more thing. Can anyone tell me? We have to use one more thing here. Yes. Yes, guys, what we have to do? So this particular save user will save the data. Yes. So we have to make use of @transactional. You have to make use of @transactional. I hope, guys, now everything is done. Everything is done perfectly. Fine. So I'll execute once. Yeah, I'll execute once, guys. Then we will. Then you can even execute. Yeah, so just let me go back to, let me open this MySQL yoke, guys. MySQL yoke, where it is, just it's there. Yeah. Let me open MySQL yoke. Thanks, not interested. So you can see here multiple database we have. That's okay. I'll create another database. I'll give any database now. Let's say Spring MVC form. For time being, guys, I'm going to say Spring MVC form. I'll copy paste this database in my configuration file. Yes, 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 yes. Let us go to Eclipse back. Let us go to Eclipse back and we'll open the configuration file. And if you remember guys, here we have passed the database name. Yes, here we have passed the database name. We will change the database name. And now all our work is done. All our work is done, guys. So I hope all of you are able to follow me. Small confusion will be there, guys. Yeah, you'll face little difficulty, but you have to practice. Once you practice, you'll become hunter. You'll become perfect, guys. So up to like your all the layers, you completed everything. Just the only thing you have to do is the configuration. So you can do it. Just a second. Let me execute. Might we will get 100 of errors. We will see. Let me execute first. After doing these many changes, if these many things, if project will not work, then obviously thak, right? Yes. So let us wait for a few seconds. Where's my console? I closed. Okay, unfortunately it came. I closed, it came also. So we'll wait for a few seconds. We should get some page here, right? Sign up. Okay, for that we have to fire. Okay, you can see we are getting so many errors. Yeah, unsatisfied dependency expressed. Okay, unsatisfied dependency expressed user DAO. Nested if no qualifying bean com dot. Okay, okay. Expected at least one bean which qualifies as auto wire candidate. Dependency annotations required true. Okay, this is one error we are getting here. And then no qualifying, same error, guys. There's one error in our program. Yeah, there's one error, guys. So no qualifying user. Okay, no qualifying com dot mvc dot user DAO. Okay, we'll go back to Eclipse. And also we are getting one error, guys. No qualified com dot. Okay, we'll see, not a problem, no tension at all. Okay, fine, I got, guys. So what we did, let me see that only or something else. What is our package name? What is the package name, guys? It's com.mvc, right? Com.mvc. It's com.mvc. Okay, let me change it to com.mvc dot user DAO. We'll see, guys, because we have to provide the base package. Yeah, we have to provide the base package. I guess that is the error, nothing else. Everything is working fine. So there is some small error, guys. Just a second, let us re-execute. But I guess this will not help us out. Okay. There's some base package thing. This is the problem we are facing, guys. because we have used auto wired, right? Because of that. We will get the error again. Okay, so just a second. Let me fire contact, guys. Contact. Enter. Okay, so same error we are getting. Okay, so everything is correct. This is a small error. Okay, so base package name was correct. No need to change this base package because you can see, guys, the main package is com.mvc. So com.mvc is common for all the packages. So we are passing a super package, so no need to change here. No need to change here. Let us see in user, there will be no error. Okay, and this also no error. Controller. Okay, fine. So here what we have to pass, guys, small u. Yes, here we have to pass small u or what? Because okay, so this sign up controller will contact whom? Yes, sign up, sorry, sign up controller. Yes, sign up controller is going to contact your user service. So what is the variable name? Okay, okay, fine. Let us try to re-execute. So some spelling mistake, guys, nothing great. Everything is perfectly. We did everything perfectly. Just some spelling mistake will be there, some classes mismatch and all. Same error we will get. Yeah, user service. Unsatisfied dependency. Error creating bean with name user service. User service. Okay, guys, no problem. Let me have a look. Until that, you people complete this configuration. Yes, all of you, until that, complete this configuration. Spring Servlet XML. All of you complete, guys. A small error. Yeah, we'll fix it off as soon. Soon we'll fix it off. So complete this configuration. I'll tell you what is the error. Yes, guys. So one small mistake was there. What is the mistake in the sense? Now, see here. All of you do it later. Just so. So for this service layer, guys, for the service class, we have declared service layer. Yes, for this service class, guys, we have declared what? Service layer. So how we have declared the service class as a service layer? By using a annotation at the rate service. Yes, yes or no, guys? How we have declared the service class as service layer? By using a annotation that is at the rate service. Yes. Now, what is this layer, guys? This is user DAO. This is your database layer. Yes, this is your database layer, guys. So for this also we have to use some annotation, right? Yes, even for this also, guys, we have to use some annotation. Then only this user DAO will act as database layer. Yes. So what annotation we should use, guys? Any guess? Yes, guys. Any guess? What annotation we should use?
database.
No, not at the database. We'll go to Google. Yeah, we'll go to Google and just a second. Let me search. We have to use some annotation. Okay, how to define any DOM class as database layer. Okay, let me search. We'll get something. Can we make use of? Can we make use of? Everything is fine. We have to use one annotation, guys. That's it. I guess so. The name of annotation should be okay. Yes, guys. So since this user DAO, this this user DAO is going to act as here we will perform storage, retrieval, search, update, and delete, right? So it will act as something as this user DAO will act as, we can say, database layer. So if you want to define a database layer, we have to make use of this annotation, guys. That is at the rate repository. You have to make use of one annotation, guys. That is at the rate repository. We will go back to Eclipse. We will open. Okay. We'll go back to Eclipse. I have used multiple annotation, but it has not. It didn't work. Let me try with this REP. Yes, you can see you will get, guys, at the rate repository. So now this user DAO will act as database layer. Yes, this user DAO will act as your database layer. So how to define? By using this particular annotation, guys. Yeah, by using this particular annotation, that is at the rate repository. Fine, we are done with the project. Let us try to execute again, guys. Yes, we might get an error. If we are getting an error, we'll fix it off. Yeah, so right click on your project, run on server. Next, let's see, guys. Let's see. We should not get error this time because we have defined all the layers very neatly. Let us wait for a few seconds until it is not loaded. Should not get the error. Let's see, guys. Based on your system speed, your Tomcat will be started. At least there is no 500 error, right? Yeah, thank God. There's no 500 error. So what I'll do, I'll fire here contact. You know, complete Ramayana Mahabharata is going to happen with one URL, that is contact. So contact will call your form handler and everything will happen. So I'll hit enter. Yes, thank God. We got Learn Spring MVC with me. Welcome to my sign up page. Now let's say I'm going to give some username. So let's say Uday at the rate 12345 is the user. Mail ID is Uday 9101996 at the rate gmail.com. Gmail.com, and then we will print here. Yeah, we will print here what, guys? What we will print? Let's say some password I'm going to give today at the rate 1234567, whatever you want to just give, guys. Yeah, that is up to you. So fine, I'll click on sign up. Let me see, I'll click on sign up whether it is going to work or not. So just a second, guys, just a second. What was the database name? Yes, what database name we have assigned? First we have to check that. What database name, guys? The database name should be, what was the database name? It was Spring MVC form, right? Spring MVC form. Okay, just a second, guys, just a second. Let me. Okay, fine. We are ready to execute. Okay, fine. I'll refresh it again. So guys, you just observe the console as well parallelly. Just see the console as well. So I'll open console. So first data should be transferred to. So I'll refresh it once. Yeah, my project has been refreshed successfully. Now I'll pass the data. I'll say Uday at the rate 1234566. Yes. Next I'll say mail ID. Uday at the rate jspiders.com. Let's say something like this. Let me pass some password here. So password is Uday at the rate Dinga. Uday at the rate Dinga. I'll click on sign up. Let me see. Okay. Thank God. Successfully. So if you want, save it. If you don't want, don't save it. So guys, you can see in console as well as in the form page. Congrats, all the data has been recorded. It is with us. Then user this, and username is this, and password is this. Yes, we are getting username. We are getting here user mail and user password. Now we will go to database and we will just check it once. We'll refresh the object view. Okay, before that, guys, let us go back to console. Let us go back to console. We need to observe console carefully, right? Whether the okay. Just a second, guys. Why Hibernate query has not been fired here? That's my doubt. Why Hibernate query has not been fired? We should get Hibernate query as well. We should get Hibernate query on the console. Something fishy here again. Update it is there. Show it is there. Fine guys, we'll execute once again because we should get the Hibernate query on the console. Even that we have to see. Fine, let us execute it last time, guys. You have, yes, you have to try and error issue. Yeah, here. So run on server, next, finish. Let us see the console carefully. Let us see the console, guys. Each and everything should work perfectly, guys. Yeah, fine. What's wrong now? Okay, yes, guys. So now you can see the table has been created. That's what I didn't get last time. Yes, you can see, guys, one table has been created. What is this Hibernate sequence? I don't know. Some sequence will be there. Forget it. Now you can see one data has been inserted. Yes, one data has been inserted. And what is the table name, guys? You can see the table name is user. You can see, guys, table name is user. This table contains ID. This table contains username. This table contains, okay, it is user mail. Sorry, it is user mail, then username, and last is you can say password. Yes, so one table is ready. Yes, one table is ready for us. Who created this table? Hibernate framework, because we used HBM to DDL.auto. Fine. Let us go back and we will insert the data now. So we'll say contact. We'll say contact. So the table is ready. Table has been created. It's ready. Now we have to insert the data. So this time let's say name is Keshava. Yeah, Keshava at the rate 12345. Let's say the mail ID is nothing but Keshava de12 at the rate gmail.com. Let's just pass some password here. So password is nothing but ke at the rate 12345. Well, click on sign up. So till now, everything you can see in console, everything you can see in the success page perfectly, guys. Now we'll go back to and we'll see in console. Yes, guys, even in console you can see this data has been inserted. Yes, this data has been inserted. We'll go back to database. So we'll go back to database. We'll refresh this. We will refresh object browser. I'll open Spring MVC form. So guys, inside Spring MVC form, you can see ignore that Hibernate underscore sequence. What it is, I'll tell you later. Yeah. So you can see, guys, a table has been created by name user. And if I'll click on table data, oh God, table data is not present. Again, something fishy, guys, you can see. Again, something fishy. What is that fishy thing? User table. Yeah, okay. We'll do one thing. We'll close this. We'll reopen and we'll see. Thank you, not interested. Connect. Bring user table data. No. Data has not been inserted. Again, something is fishy once again, guys. Because you can see insert query has not been fired here. Yeah, we'll check it once. So guys, up to here, all of you complete. Yes. Yeah, up to here, guys, all of you complete. So in user DAO, you have to make use of one annotation. So just complete that and complete your configuration. I hope guys, all of you are getting right. You are facing so much difficulty or what? Yes, guys. Is that difficult so much? I'm executing each and everything guys in front of you. Yes, it is nothing. I have created the project and then I'm showing you each and everything guys, step by step. I'm showing you each and everything. Yes, guys, are you facing so much difficulty?
No, sir.
Okay. So guys, complete these things first. So here just copy paste you have to do from your old project. Guys, done all of you up to here? Yes, done up to here, guys, all of you. Okay.
Sir, inside sign up controller, you have used
Please tell me. Sign up.
user service, and you have
Yeah.
not used it anywhere.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So what we have to, that's correct. Okay. Okay. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. So once the everything is successful, this handler will save the data, guys. Yes. This handler will save the data. That's correct. So we have to say user service. Yeah, we forget to do here, guys. And here we have to call the save method. Basically, here we have to call the save method. So I'll call the save method in this handler. Yes, so I'll say user dot, and we have used, if you remember, guys, we have used create user. We have used what, guys? Create user. And this user, from where we will get? We will get it from the form. Yes, you can see we have used here @ model attribute. So it will be binded. So data will be stored in this user first. Yes, data will be stored in this user, and then if you want to save it, you have to say user service dot create user, and you have to pass the data. You have to pass the data, guys. If you want to print how many user has been created, so for console you can do it. Okay, if you want you can do it. If you don't want, okay, let's say I'll give here int user, int created user. Let's say, guys, int created user equals to, yes, int created user equals to, and I'll just print this created user on the console. Yes, I'll print this created user on the console in the success page. Yes, even we have to print which user has been created, because we are getting, yeah, if you can see, guys, if you can see, we will not fetch from here, we'll fetch from, yes, so what we can do, created user, or like that also you can do, guys, that's okay. Like this also you can do, just call this method, that's it. One and the same, one and the same, just we will call this method. This method will save the data. Yeah, let us see now, let us see. So guys, last time what we did, we have not used this user service dot create user, and we didn't pass the object. So the object has not been stored. So what is this create user, guys? This create user, you can see this belongs to your user service. Yeah, this belongs to your user service. You can see it's a method present in user service. Now this method is going to call which method? This method will call save user. So this save user is present where? It's present in DAO class. And this save user is nothing but DAO, data. You can say, guys, database layer. So this database layer will save the object in your database. This database layer, guys, it will save the object in database. So we have to do, yes, now we will get the output perfectly. So what we will do, guys, we'll go back to SQL Yog. Even we will drop this table. We will create a fresh table and we will insert the data. Yeah, so drop table, yes. So refresh table. Oh, user is not deleted. Drop table, yes. Yeah, now user table has been deleted. Fine, now we will re-execute. We will execute the program once again. Yes, guys, so you have to see each and everything step by step. We will execute once again. So right click, run as, run on server. Next, finish. We will see the console first. Once it is working fine, we'll go for view. Now we will see the console once. We will wait, we will wait, we will wait for a few seconds, we will wait for a few seconds, we will wait. Yeah, so you can see, guys, one table again. Since we have dropped the table, we have created one table has been created. Yes, up to here, no doubt. Everything is working fine. Now what I'll do, I'll fire here contact. I'll fire, guys, contact. I'll minimize this. Yeah, and I'll see both the things at a time, console as well as your view. I'll hit enter. So you can see project refreshed. Yeah, you can see, guys, project refreshed. Now let me insert the data. So if I'll insert the data, guys, we should get something. So let's say I'll pass some unique name, guys, Dinga. Yeah, Dinga hyphen dingy. Yeah, Dinga dingy. Because these names are lucky, right? So dinga@gmail.com. Gmail.com. Let me pass the password dinga@1234 and I'll click on sign up. Let's see now, see the console carefully. Okay, once again select insert query has not been fired. Something fishy, guys. Let's see in the database. User. So table is creating, but data is not inserting. Yes, whatever data we are trying to insert, it's not inserting. What's wrong? What's wrong? But you can see we are getting in the console. Yeah, we are getting in the console, but that data we are not getting in the database. Fine, we will debug the code, not a big deal. So we'll go to user service. User service is going to call you user DAO dot. Yes, user DAO dot save user. We'll go to user DAO.
So should we use save or commit?
No. No need to use commit and save, I guess. No. Save method we are using here, right? Go back to controller. Oh, see guys, what mistake we did again. We have commented this part. Yes, we have commented this create user. We wrote, but we commented this. Okay. This time we should get the output. We wrote, but we have commented. See what mistake and all we will do. We should not be panic because of some mistake itself. You can see one data has been inserted here in one table. So because of comment thing, it was not working fine. Fine. We will execute again. Until we will not get the output, we will keep on executing. Or just we will refresh it, guys. Yeah, just we will refresh it. So again, see the console, guys. Again, see the console. I'll refresh. We'll wait for a few seconds. We'll wait for a few seconds. The object is refreshing, guys. You can see the console carefully now. Yeah, again, table has been created. And we are getting object refreshed. Okay, dinga dingy, fine. Dinga dingy itself. And here, dinga@gmail.com. Gmail.com, click on sign up. This time it should work 100%. Yes, guys. Finally, you can say one insert query has been fired. One, ignore the remaining thing, guys. This sequence and all, just ignore it. Yeah, the sequence and all, guys, just ignore it. So you can see, guys, one query has been fired here, insert query, and this data has been inserted. Now let us go back to database and refresh bring then user. You can see, guys, successfully we have inserted the data. Successfully, guys, we have inserted the data here. Now, if you will refresh again, you will get one more data. Just refresh here also. You can see, guys, one more data. So refresh here again. Same data will be inserted, but this ID will be unique. Yes, each time you will refresh, same data will be inserted, but ID will be unique. Refresh. Yeah, you can see same data. Now, guys, even I want to print this ID. Yes, I want to print this ID on the console. So what to do, guys? In console, not console, on the form page. Okay, so congrats.
We
Okay,
have to
okay.
make changes in view.
View as well as here. Okay, so here what I'll do now, here comes your getters and setters for this ID also. Then only we can fetch the ID, right? Here also we need get associators. We have declared, we have not, okay, we have declared, I guess. We have declared the ID. Or what we can do, guys, we will change the toString method. We will change the toString method for this ID as well. For this ID as well, we'll change the toString method. Yeah, fine. We'll change for this toString method. Now we will refresh the project again. We will refresh the project again. It will take some time, guys. Just wait for a few seconds. We are getting one small error, or not error. It is calling wait method has been called. You can see, guys, wait method has been called, which is native method. And next reloaded. We will go back to Chrome. We'll refresh. Continue. You can see the console parallelly and this also parallelly. Yes, you can see, guys, even ID has been printed. User ID is 4. User ID is 4. Again, if you refresh, guys, user ID you will get 5. You can see user IDs keep on changing. User IDs keep on changing because it should be unique and it is auto-generated. But data will be same. You can see the console and this thing. So like this, guys, we can integrate, we can insert the data. Yeah, so if you'll do a small mistake also, you have to debug the code. So I'll just refresh. Here you will get 8 records. Yes, you can see, guys, here you got 8 records. Yes. Okay, so guys, again, let's see. Now what is happening here, guys? I explained with the help of diagram very beautifully. Yes, with the help of this particular layer, guys, I explained very nicely. I hope you should not have any doubt. Yeah, so see here, guys, see here. Again, we'll open the same diagram here. Again, we'll open the same diagram where it is. Yes, so guys, again I'm explaining. We have a view. So view is going to contact whom? Controller. View is going to contact controller. Controller will contact service layer. Service layer will contact user DAO. User DAO will contact your this database. If you want to define this service layer as a service layer itself, service class as a service layer, you have to make use of @service. If you want to define this user DAO as a database layer, you have to say @repository. Yes. So now what we are
Repository.
yeah. So next what we are doing, guys, now this user. So if you want to perform, if you want to operate this user, so what we have to do, that is done by your user DAO. The user DAO will contact your database as well as it will operate user. What operates in the sense, if you want to insert, if you want to update and delete it. So here we'll define a method, it will interact your user. Next, service layer is going to interact your user DAO. Yes, service layer will interact your user DAO and then controller here. So what we are doing, guys, basically we have to create, basically we have to create the object. We have to create the object. Yes, we have to create the object of user DAO into service layer. Yes, and for service layer we have to create the object of, in the controller we have to create the object of service layer. So user DAO object will be created where, guys? Service layer. Service layer object will be created where? Controller. So that we are doing auto wiring. Just we have declared a reference, object will be created by your IOC container itself. And then whatever we are passing here, we will call the service method and we will store the value. Yes, we'll call the service method in the controller, we will store the value. So like this, guys, completely it is going to work. Yeah, so I try to explain in a best way. Yeah, just practice, go through once or twice, 100% guys you will get this concept. So like this you can configure your MVC, Spring MVC with Spring ORM. Yes, Spring MVC with Spring ORM. Like this you can configure. Yes, guys. So this is all about this particular topic. Just all of you execute, go through, take 5 minute time. Yeah, all of you execute, guys. Take 5 minute time, go through. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Yes, if there is no doubt, then we will see what to do, whether to proceed or stop. Yes, so just go through. I'll give you 5 minute time, guys, for everyone. Go through each and every class. Trust me, guys, I explained in a best way. Yeah, so just go through. So guys, done all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, excellent. So guys, if you remember in the starting class of Spring, I said whenever you are going to design any application, these many layers we should have. And today we have completed the layer. Yes, and today guys, we have completed these layers. So you can see in this diagram guys, yeah, what are the layers we have? We have something as UI layer. So your UI layer is nothing but your product controller. Yes, so we have something as sign up controller here. Yes, after that, so how we did this UI layer? With the help of Spring MVC. Yes, with the help of Spring MVC guys. Now this business layer. Next we have written a business layer. That is nothing but your model. Yeah, that's nothing but your model. After that, we have created a DAO, which is going to interact with your database. So how we have written this down? With the help of Spring ORM guys. So whatever layer I explained today, we have used that layer to design one small, you can say small application guys, which will take the data, which will perform the complete logic, and it will return, will process the data, and even will store in the database. So I hope guys, whatever I explained, it's clear for everyone. Yes, I hope guys it's clear for everyone. So now in tomorrow's class guys, we will design one, yeah, in tomorrow's class we will design one small application that is small, like very small guys. Yeah, you can say it's very small application. So that is nothing but your search application. So now we will search anything into the Google, right? So we will create a small search box, and that search box will call internally your Google. If you want to search Facebook, you will use that search box. If you want to access Instagram, you will use. If you want to search anything on the Google, guys, you will use that search box itself. Before that, we have to cover one more small topic, that is how we can, yeah, how we can direct our MVC. Yes, how we can how we can direct, or you can say transfer. Yes, how we can transfer our MVC project. Let's say if user will click on sign up, how it will go to some other controller. Yeah, or you can say redirecting MVC project. Yes, so guys, tomorrow we will learn how we can redirect our MVC project. So it can be done in 3 ways: by using HTTP servlet response that we have learned in the normal classes. Next, we with the help of redirect prefix, or with the help of redirect view. So first we will cover this topic, then we will design a small application guys. So the name of application will be search application. Yeah, so after that guys, next class, so few of you asked, Sudha asked last class, how we can validate a form. Yes, how we can perform the validation, form validation, is with the help of your Java, or even she asked how we can add CSS file, JavaScript file, whatever file you want to add. Yes, how we can design like a form page with the help of CSS. Even we will learn guys one by one. So tomorrow we'll see a small search application. Before that, we'll see how we can redirect our Spring MVC. Yes, and after that, we will create a form and we will perform the validation part. Yes, we'll create a form guys, we will perform the validation part. So guys, I want you people to create a form. Yes, for the given requirement guys, I'm giving one small requirement. You have to create a form by yourself. Yes, you have to create a form by yourself, so that we will not waste the time in the class. Yeah, once we will have a form, we can go for Spring MVC like validation part directly. Yes, so I'm giving you one requirement guys. For that requirement, you have to create a form. Yes, for that requirement guys, you have to create a form. So just a second, I'll just project on the screen. You can take a pic or screenshot, and you just try it once. You just try it once guys. Just a second. Okay, just a second, guys, just a second. Okay, so in my case, I have already created, but I want you people to create. So let me open this demo.html. Yes, so you have to create this form, guys. But you will make use of Bootstrap. Yes, but you will make use of Bootstrap. Just go through the basic concepts of Bootstrap, guys. So I'm giving you 1 or 2 days time. This concept, how to handle this complex form, we will say in tomorrow after, like day after tomorrow class. Yes, so I want you to design this. So in this particular form page, guys, you will have a name, you will have your mail ID, not mail ID, ID. If you want, you can give a mail ID as well. Next, you have to give a date of birth. Now, whatever course you want to learn, you have to select the course, and then you are male or female, and again you have to select like your old student, new student, or whatever you want. So these things you have to design. So let's say I can fill the name here. Yeah, you can see guys, I can fill the name. I can fill the ID. I can fill the ID, guys. Next, I can pass the date also. My date of birth I can pass. And next, if I want to learn 4 subjects, I can select 4 subjects, guys. Java, SQL, J2EE, Hypertext. If you are male, you will select male. If you are female, you will select female. Yes, so you can see all the select has course has been selected. So currently only Java. If I select SQL as well, it will be selected. If I select J2EE also, it will be selected. Then I'll click on, you can see these many courses has been selected. After that, you have to select your gender, and if you are old student, you will give old student. If you are new, you will give normal. Choice is yours. And then you will click on submit. So currently I'll get an error. Yeah. Now I'll get an error because the configuration part is not done. Just I have created a HTML page. So guys, even you people need to create the same HTML, but you will make use of Bootstrap. Clear, guys? All of you will try. I'm not going to explain. This is your front end, right? This is done by your Syed sir. Yes, this is done by your Syed sir. I hope all of you know. But you will not make use of HTML. You'll make use of Bootstrap. You will make use of Bootstrap. Yes. So fine, guys. That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll see how we can redirect MVC project. Then we will go for small search. Yeah, small search application. Then next day, day after tomorrow, we will see this. So guys, by this week, we will complete your MVC. Like spring will be completed by this week, complete spring with one small project. Tomorrow we'll see this search application. After that, after this form validation, we will see how we can perform card operation. Yes, with the help of your front end, back end and all. Yes, so that's all guys. By this week, we will complete this spring. So fine guys, all of you go through study every day. Yeah. So we will end this meeting guys here itself. Okay guys, so we'll end this meeting. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Yeah. Bye guys.